morning, happy Sunday, hello everyone, how are you? Are you alright? Are you okay? So this video is kind of a new thing that might not end up being a thing, but it's a thing we're gonna try. I mentioned this a couple of videos ago that I really like posting on Sunday mornings. There's just something less stressful, like for me posting them, about Sunday mornings. I can sort of envision where a lot of people are at, how they're feeling, like, you know, the Sunday morning vibes. I like Sunday mornings is what I'm trying to say. I like posting, I like watching videos on Sunday mornings, so I wanted like a little Sunday morning thing we could do together. So here's a Sunday thing. Here's a divisive topic to kick off with. Are you a spoon leaver-inner when it comes to your drinks? Spoon leaver-inner? That sounds ridiculous. Do you leave your spoon in? Your coffee or your hot chocolate or your tea? I do. It's always there. I can't drink it without giving it a stir, first of all. I don't trust it. It's been sitting there too long. Who knows what it's been up to? This video is going to be kind of tattoo themed because I got myself a spontaneous little tattoo the other day. I wasn't intending to get another tattoo until I had properly relaunched Little Dough, my online shop. In case anyone doesn't know, I've been reworking it, and my promise to myself was that when everything was up and running and I was back in business, I would get a new tattoo to celebrate. And I wasn't going to get one before, but I kind of moved that forwards a bit, obviously. So Jessica Penfold, who's done 3 tattoos for me now, she posted a sheet of Halloween flash she'd drawn up, and one of them was a little brain in a jar, and I've never really been drawn to any slightly spooky Halloween-y kind of tattoos, but the brain in a jar was just speaking to me for some reason. Sometimes you just see a tattoo and you're like, we are meant for each other. I don't know why, but get on my body. I think a big part of what it was I've wanted a tattoo to kind of symbolise mental health for a long time, and I've never really known what I wanted. I didn't want something overly cutesy. My experience with mental health is it's painful and it's dark and it's not fun and pretty. And I saw this brain and it was kind of spooky, but you know, it's a brain, and I'm like, I just pushed it out of my mind because I thought, I don't want to get a tattoo right now. It's just not the right time. And then they had like a little Halloween-y day at the studio, so I thought, well, it's gone. Someone will have already taken it. Jess hasn't posted a picture of it yet, but someone's probably taken it, so I just won't think about it anymore. And then she posted a couple of days ago that she had some time free to tattoo. And I emailed her, like, is that brain still available by any chance? And it was. And I knew I had the money to get it done. Like, technically, I'm trying to be really, really good and get on top of everything and be a good business lady. But I had this feeling of naughtiness come over me because I knew I had, you know, enough money technically to get it done. And if I waited any longer, perhaps someone was going to take this design, whereas I had the opportunity like the next morning to just go get it if I wanted. And I just rationalised it in my head as like, well, I've come this far. I've pushed through a lot of really dark points to get as far as I have with Little Dough and everything, and I'm really proud of what I've done. So the tattoo I was gonna allow myself, like, you know, a month or 2 down the line after it relaunched, I'm gonna get it now. So I was like, can I have it, please? Jess made the design a lot bigger for me than what it was initially going to be, and I asked her to add a ribbon around the jar. This is the first tattoo I've got that's like a little bit spooky, technically. It was from a Halloween flash, and you know, a brain in a jar is, I feel like some people would find it a little bit squeamish. Mental health is something that's always been there, if that makes sense. I know that might sound weird. I wanted something to symbolise and make physical that massive part of my life, because normally it's invisible. Also, I'm just quite fascinated by brains. I know that might sound weird, but like in a medical way, in a psychological way. I'm explaining this really badly, but it's interesting to me, is what I'm trying to say. I'm interested in brains. It didn't last very long, ironically, because of my mental health. But my favourite like educational experience that I've ever had was when I was learning about the mind. I was aiming to become a mental health nurse at that point. So we were studying the mind and, you know, psychology and all this different stuff. And that was just fascinating. It was so interesting. Adding the ribbon around it, I thought would make it just a tiny bit less spook and a little bit more cute. You wrap things with ribbon when they're precious and special, right? And it's like a little sign of care. If someone gives you something wrapped in ribbon, it's like, oh. I guess that was just to add the caring element. You know, that it's something that's cared for, it's something that's special, so there's a little ribbon wrapped in a bow around it. I actually wrote a tiny little poem about my tattoo. Is this really sad? Do you want to hear it? It's not always pretty, it's not always fun. Wrap your mind in ribbon, you only get one. Yeah, that's it. That's not me literally trying to say, wrap your brain in cotton wool. Never experience anything bad or negative. Happiness, happiness, happiness. Good vibes only. I sound like such a miserable bitch. It's just not realistic. I think you're setting people up to be very sad and disappointed if you tell them they should expect nothing but happiness in their life. What I am trying to say is just care about it in general. What an amazing, suggestible, mysterious, powerful organ you have knocking about up there. But anyway, I'm rambling quite a bit now. The actual tattoo session took 4 hours, and it was the most uncomfortable tattoo I've ever got, to be honest, because I had to lay, you know, flat, face down, chest down, because it was on the very back of my leg. I wore my comfy pants, my like pajama pants, the ones I'm wearing now. I love my comfy pants, but they're quite unflattering. They really outline every crease of my underwear, every crease of my butt. And I just had to like stick my butt in the air to everyone for 4 hours. That wasn't entirely pleasant either. The pain of the tattoo was fine, honestly. I was really surprised. I thought it would really hurt in that area. I was fine. I was actually drifting off at one point because I was like, you know, laying face down for 4 hours. It did start to get quite sore towards the end, I think just because it had been going for like 4 hours and the whole area was just getting quite sore. The thing that hurt the most was my elbows. I wore a jumper, and for quite a lot of it I was leaning on my elbows, like sometimes on my phone, and leaning on like my elbow at different angles, and it doesn't look too bad now, but when I got home my elbows were red raw and I could barely lean on anything. Like every time I brushed past anything, my elbows were like so sensitive. My tattoo's been fine, my legs swelled a little bit, but it's been fine so far. The elbows hurt the most. I thought I'd answer some of your tattoo questions now. These are ones that you left me quite a while back on Instagram and I saved them. Before I get into that real quick, I don't know if YouTube didn't send it to sub boxes or if just no one cares, but my previous video got the least views any of my videos have got, I think, in 2 years. Honestly, it's fine if just no one cares. Perhaps I misjudged it. I thought people would be interested. The people that did watch it seemed to really like it, but maybe it just didn't appeal to enough people, or maybe YouTube didn't show it to you. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I still think the sub bug is affecting my account because every time I upload a video, every time I appear to lose at least 20 subscribers, like instantly. So I don't know. I don't know if just when I post a video that reminds 20 people that they don't care about my videos and that they unsubscribe, or if it's the bug. I don't know, but I thought I'd point it out just in case you did want to watch it and YouTube didn't tell you. Peanut Butter Butt, who has a fantastic username, says, do you suffer with body image low confidence? How do you know a tattoo is one you will like or one you may regret? I'm scared to take the plunge into getting one. I do have my own issues with confidence and my body image and all that. Honestly, the older I get, the less I care. I feel like those issues are still there, but I just sort of, whatever. So look forward to that, kids. Might not happen for all of you, but for a lot of people, age just, I don't know, either makes you at peace with yourself or makes you care less. Maybe a bit of both. When it comes to tattoos, especially if it's your first one and you're concerned about, you know, will I like it, won't I like it, make sure whoever the artist is, you absolutely love everything they do. It's fantastic if they've got an Instagram and you can go back through all their work and check it out. And just choose someone whose work you adore and everything they put out you love. That really minimises your chance of regretting it and not liking how it ends up looking if the artist in your eyes is, you know, the tits. Tori Groves 47 says, hi, sorry if this is a weird question, but I noticed you've been tattooed by several female tattoo artists. So I was just wondering if you went out looking for badass women to tattoo you, or if you just happened to find awesome tattoo artists who were also women. They just happen to be women. Yeah, I know, there was no thought put into it at all, to be honest. But now that you've mentioned it, yeah, I have been tattooed by a lot of women. More women than men. Island X Wilo just says, tattoo removal? I don't exactly know what the question is, but yeah, tattoo removal. It's very useful for like cover-ups if you need to break down the pigment enough to cover something up. But don't go into any tattoo thinking, well, I can get it removed if it's shit. Tattoo removal is apparently very, very painful. It's a very long process. It's not easy. You won't, like, you can't necessarily just get your skin back to how it looked before you had a tattoo. Lots of people just use removal to remove a tattoo enough that they can cover it over. Just don't rely on it. It's there, but don't rely on it. I'm going to be off now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a lovely, chill Sunday. Or a very exciting Sunday. Or just a not bad day at work if you're working on Sunday. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like the idea of a little rambly Sunday morning together. Let me know what you think, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.